Hello lovely people, welcome to this episode of Foodie Friday on MX24, your favorite spot for good vibes and even better food. I'm Rookie, your host, and today we have a special guest, a true star in the culinary world, Chef Dede.
Thanks, Ricky. It's actually a pleasure to be here, and I'm very sure after today's meal, you're gonna love me extra.
Great. So today, what's cooking? What's cooking in your kitchen?
So in my kitchen today, we have the restaurant's most popular dish. That's creamy mashed potatoes and pan-seared steak.
Ooh, this is going to be fun. So keep watching. All right, Chef Dede, so tell us what ingredients you have here.
Okay, for my ingredients, I have a neatly clean cut Irish potatoes, cooking cream, unsalted butter, olive oil, black pepper, salt, and the star girl, our steak, a blanched tomatoes, and we have finely chopped onions, chopped garlic, crushed garlic, whole garlic, and rosemary, fresh rosemary. And another star girl of the day, Gino tomato mix.
And what is the blanch tomato?
Okay, so actually blanching is putting a whole tomato in close to a boiling water. So that you'll be able to peel off the skin. So before you put it in that water, you make an incision beneath it, and then you take out the core.
Great. Today we've learned something new. So if you want an easy way to peel off your tomato, you blanch it. Okay,
so first off, we will season our steak, and then we'll go ahead to boil our potato. So we'll season our steak with a little salt. You have to be generous with the salt so that it can enter everywhere.
Hope you guys are watching.
So you do the back and you flip to the other side, and then you equally add salt. So like I'm pressing into the meat so that the taste. Then onto the next you have your black pepper. You have to do it on both sides. So you turn, and then of course.
So tell us, with the Irish potato, for this dish, you're cooking, is it only Irish potato that can
They have the yolk. There are so many potatoes. They have the mole potatoes, but in our country we have only the sweet potato. And with the meal we are cooking, we wouldn't need our potato, like the sweet potato. We would need Irish
potato.
Yes. So our meat is well seasoned. You can put it in the fridge, and then we go back to our potato.
All right. So what drew you to cooking? What drew you to cooking?
As for cooking, let's say I've been cooking almost all my life. I grew up with a granny that cooks and sells, and my mom, she doesn't like food from town. She mostly likes to cook. So growing up, I see my grandma cook. I lived with her and grew up with her, and my mom cooking. So of course, I'll be drawn to cooking. And then I cook for my friends. They say food brings people together.
Right.
I cook for my friends. They love my dishes. Strangers compliment me for my cooking. So I was like, why not take a career in cooking. Though, you know, growing up, you work and do a lot of things. Then you end with your dream job. Either ways. You either end with your dream job or not.
That's good.
So I think we'll put water on fire for our potato.
All right, sure. Let's do that. Should I help you with the...
Yeah, the stove base.
Whilst our water is on fire, tell us, what's your secret to a perfectly made ribeye?
For steak, I think you don't need to do much. You have to keep it simple. For a nice, juicy, tasty steak, you just season with your salt, a little pepper, black pepper.
Yeah.
You pan-sear it on both sides, give it a touch of butter. The French people say more butter, more flavor. Yeah. So you with a touch of butter, your crushed garlic, you baste it and then add your rosemary. So for a medium, a perfect medium. I like my medium. Yeah, okay. I don't know. How about you?
Medium.
You get your perfect steak. Yeah.
Okay. So what can I help you with?
So now that our water is boiling, we'll go ahead and add the potato and a little salt for it to cook. Then we'll move on to our tomato sauce.
So what do you need?
For the tomato sauce, a little pot will do.
So tell us, aside cooking, what else do you find interesting?
So, growing up, I've done a lot of things. That's your job. I was very interested in it growing up, and things changed. I was a vixen. Now, I produce soap. You know, I'm a model too.
Okay.
And I'm a fun girl. I love traveling. I love anything fun.
That's nice.
We'll add our salt. And a clove of garlic.
So what does the garlic do?
It adds, you know, that kick of a flavor, you know. It makes it nice. So we can move ahead with our tomato sauce. So with the tomato sauce, we will need a little olive oil.
Is the heat okay?
Yes.
Then what goes in after?
Once the oil is a bit hot, then we add in our minced garlic. Then we sweat it a bit. The pan is cute though.
Very cute.
We'll add our minced onions.
Okay.
Not everything. Because our tomatoes.
Today we are trying Chef Dede's mashed potato and ribeye steak.
That's on period. Then we add our tomatoes.
Or blanched
tomatoes. You like the word?
I really like the word.
So in culinary, in cooking, we have 5 mother sauces.
Okay.
And this is one of the sauces.
Wow.
Yes. Now that the tomatoes has given us the juice it has, we'll add our star girl.
Never tried mashed potato with rib stick eye with tomato sauce before.
Yeah,
and I think this is going to be my first time.
So, like, ideally, I'm supposed to make brown sauce for the steak.
Yeah.
Or either garlic butter sauce, any other sauce.
Yeah.
But I chose the tomato sauce because of our star girl here.
Yes.
And it goes perfectly
right
with the ribeye.
Right.
So add a bit of it too.
Okay. You tell me when the quantity is okay.
It's big, yeah.
Better?
A little, it's okay.
So you're trying something new in our kitchen.
Because of the thickness of the paste, we'll add a little water. We can add the water from the boiling potato, so we can fetch a little of it and add it to the sauce.
Okay.
Can I get
A spoon.
a clean?
Okay.
No, it's not clean.
Let's take a spoon.
Let's try this. Yes.
So how long would the potato cook
So
for a perfect texture?
a period of 8 to 10 minutes. You'll have a soft, tender potato. And once your fork passes through it, then it's ready.
Okay.
At this point, we can add our seasonings.
Okay.
So I bring all girls here.
And the seasonings, what kind of seasonings do we have?
We have the black pepper, so a touch of it.
Should I help you?
Yeah. Sorry. This is what happens in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Our oregano.
You can't go to the kitchen
Without getting
without having
burnt.
any bruises.
And a little salt.
Okay.
So we can adjust the taste once.
This smells
So
so good
good.
already. I just can't wait.
So the sauce will be ready in no time.
Okay.
We'll pass it through a blender, meaning we'll blend it.
We'll blend it.
Don't mind me, I'm using technical terms.
Okay.
So blend it. Blending it is making it fine, smooth, because in our industry,
Yeah.
our sauces are mostly smooth.
Yeah.
There are some sauces that are in smooth,
This-
but this particular one needs to be smooth.
More smoother.
You can have it like this for a dish called arrabbiata. Arrabbiata is a pasta dish. So if it's
Arrabbiata.
so if you're using linguine,
What word is that? From which?
it's an Italian.
It's an Italian word.
You know, Italians are pasta makers. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are using spaghetti, you know there are different types of
Spaghetti.
pastas.
Yeah.
So there's spaghetti. So if you are using spaghetti, it's spaghetti arrabbiata.
Okay.
And if you are using, there are different types of
So
linguine, penne, and all that. Sauce is ready.
I can see that.
And with my star spoon, I have to taste it.
Can I also taste it?
Of course. Let me be sure.
I
You
can't
are
wait.
tasting. So
This is
here
good.
there's no MSG, there's no stop tablets.
This
but
is so good.
it tastes good.
It has some fish flavor in it. Wow.
I think for now we can equally check on the potato.
So our knife, our fork has
It's
passed
coming
through.
by. Well, it needs a little tenderness. As for sauce, it's ready. And we need to pass it through the blender.
Need for it to
Make
blend.
it smooth. See,
Okay.
now it's raw.
Yeah.
Though we can use it. So like this with habanero or chili pepper with your pasta, then you get the pasta name in the arrabbiata.
Arrabbiata,
So like
okay.
this with the chili.
This
is
word,
the
I have to write it down. This
arrabbiata
arrabbiata word.
sauce.
Okay, so tell us, what's your favorite dish to cook and why?
Locally or internationally?
Both locally and international.
So locally, you know, I'm a Ghana girl, of course. I love my banku, okra stew with Dede, wele,
hey, and there.
snail, a touch of mackerel, like
Like
you said, I like it nice. And then either prepared by myself or my grandmother.
It's okay. Okay, so you were saying your banku with all the proteins in the world.
Not all the proteins, but the specific ones that I mentioned.
Yeah. Is it smooth enough?
It's not really smooth, but we can manage this.
Okay. That's for the local dish.
For a shiny look.
Should I add water?
No. Our sauce is ready. If you add water,
it will change. Okay. It smells so good.
So for a glossy look, we'll add a little butter.
Okay.
For it to give us that shiny feel.
So that's your favorite locally dish you like to cook. So what's your international dish?
As for the international, there are many. You know, I'm a chef.
Yeah.
I need to enjoy the dishes I cook before others will enjoy. So I love a lot of dishes, but because I've been to China, I love Chinese dishes.
Okay.
So in Asia, I love Chinese dishes. I love Indian dishes like the biryani.
Yeah.
With the Chinese dish, I like the wonton soup, and there's this other one that I ate in China. It's called there's fan chicken mia. Fan chicken mia is actually
noodles. It's a Chinese word.
It's noodles.
Okay. Fan chicken mia.
Yeah.
Wow, I have so many things to try. I think our potato is boiling. So, with the French kimia, the Indian food you've tried, which one do you like most? And which one are you good at making? The favorite dish?
I'm not done naming the international dishes. So I like tacos.
Okay.
As for Italians, I love anything pasta, chicken Alfredo, like. I love preparing all because I love what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yes. You should taste biryani made by me.
I can't wait to try it.
So our sauce.
Chicken biryani or beef?
Anything, lamb, chicken. There's even egg biryani. Yeah.
Really?
So it's giving us a glossy feel. You see, before it was kind of just dry. Yeah. Our fresh tomatoes were not very ripe, so
okay.
So you can taste again. Where's your star spoon?
My star spoon is here.
Wait, of course I need to taste it. It's giving what it's supposed to give. So to offset the acidity, you need a pinch of sugar.
This is really good.
But we don't have sugar, so it's still good, right?
Very
Thank you.
good.
So our sauce is ready. We need to check on our potato. By now, it should be ready.
Okay.
Yes. Now our girl is ready. Can off it.
Okay.
We'll strain it.
So, are there any disadvantages and advantages of, you know,
cooking per se or the mashed potato?
No.
Cooking in general, of course.
In general. As a chef?
As a chef,
Yeah.
you should be ready for anything.
Okay.
You will slip and fall, you cut yourself. So in culinary school, I nearly cut off my thumb. Like, no, this finger. It was half chopped.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened?
Knife skills. And with knife skills, you know, you need to be fast. Cooking is cool. So
Yeah.
there's time frames and all that. Since we don't have our masher,
Okay.
I think we'll be using
The wicks?
wicks to mash
Yeah.
potato. Though I'm trying to mash it as fast as I can, because if it like cools, it will be very hard.
Okay.
And because we don't have the masher,
It's coming out smoothly.
yes.
What's the most challenging dish you've ever made?
Challenging dish. I don't quite remember. I used to, okay, so one dessert.
Okay.
It's called chocolate souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Yeah, that one really. You know, with desserts and pastries, you need measurements.
Yeah.
So, not breaking. At this point, I think I need a ladle. Thank you. So yeah, it was a dessert called chocolate souffle. Yeah, it gave me one headache.
And have you
Tried my hand.
have you tried your hands on it?
I have. It's getting better by day. So at this point, whilst it's still hot, I need to add my butter. I need to be generous about it.
So the butter gives it flavor.
Yeah, and it gives you that creaminess, like that milky. You know, butter is milky, yeah. We got butter from milk. So see, whilst it's still hot, it's melting. Yeah.
Looks smooth already.
So some people like their mashed potato either runny, but for me, a great tasty mashed potato needs to be not firm like banku, no.
Yeah.
But like it should give you that like foamy, smooth texture that when it goes into your mouth, it melts. Yeah. You see when butter is room temperature, that feel.
Yeah. Myself, I like my mashed potato very, very smooth.
But some people like it like thick,
Very thick.
Tom brown. Me, I don't like it like that though. I'm not saying it's bad, but
I mean, the best mashed potato is always smooth and it melts in the mouth.
You know. So at this point, we'll add cream.
Okay.
Because we've added a lot of butter, we don't need too much of it because we don't want it to run.
Okay.
Yes. So like one ladle. Oh, it's given already.
So then our next to prepare is
The steak, the protein for the dish. See how creamy it is.
Very creamy.
So we'll season it and then we'll move on to the next. So a little salt to taste. We can adjust. You can always adjust the seasoning. So you don't need to put in much at once because if you do, you can't correct it. You may be able to correct it, but time won't be on your side. Imagine you're at the restaurant and then you've oversalted your...
Right.
But when it's not too much, you can always adjust it. It's tasting time. We'll be tasting very soon because I need to taste. A good chef needs to taste their dishes and to be adjusting the. Because you know, customers, they say are always right, though they are not always right. I bet. and customers can give you hell. They can even make you lose your job.
So tell us, has there been any time whereby you have to cook for large number of people? I think I also need to taste it.
Spoon, I need to wash it.
Okay.
It's good, but I think we need a little butter. It's
Very
given,
good.
yeah. But for Chef Dede, yeah, it
always
should be
gives.
superb. He said it's very good, right?
Yeah, it's very, very good.
But it needs to be superb. So like this is still in the same pan, and when like you're about to dish, you can equally adjust the consistency because we'll put it back on the stove and then wait for our steak to be ready. So when you have to plate and then it's probably a bit hard, you know, potato is made, it has starch in it. So if it's a bit hard, you can put it on fire, add a little milk, little butter, then you get your consistency. So at this point, I think we are good to go.
Okay.
We'll move on to
So
our
next
steak.
is the steak.
Yes,
Let me
please.
bring the steak out.
My mouth feels buttery.
So you need the steak and then the...
A pan.
Okay. So where can we get you if someone wants to contact you for maybe private chefing or maybe for weddings, programs, birthdays, any type of events?
Also, I'm available for all kind of cooking.
Okay.
Anything food,
Yeah.
I'm available. And on social media for Chef Dede, you can get me on TikTok at Chef Dede 1, IG to Chef Dede 1. And when you get on TikTok or you see me in town and then, like one lady was shouting or let me say screaming, and Chef Dede. So yeah, you can get me on TikTok, IG, and I do all kinds of cooking for weddings. I do private chefing, parties, outdoorings, name it, anything occasion.
So as
I
Chef
cook.
Dede 1.
Yes,
Okay.
and of course my contacts.
Okay.
They are here, and I can equally mention them. So it's 020-344-3261 and 055-1755-807. And Chef Dede. So we need our pan to be very hot.
Okay.
Because if we put the
steak.
steak in there, it needs to coagulate on
Okay.
both sides, and then we may finish it off in the oven.
Okay.
That's not too thick, so we may be able to finish it on, but we don't want it dry because it needs to be juicy.
Okay.
When you
not
cut
too
it,
cooked.
yeah, it needs to be moist. Since we are going for medium, not well done. So well done is when it's all cooked. You don't see any pink anywhere. Inside, it's well done. And we have the medium that we are going for. And we have medium rare and rare. Yeah, some people do rare, medium rare. The best I can do is medium rare and medium. I can't do rare. So our pan is hot. We'll need a little olive oil. So when the oil is hot, then we'll pan sear it on both sides. Then we go in with garlic, a touch of butter. You know, in culinary, everything there is butter. So we cook the fat. We cook with olive oil, butter, sunflower, ghee, and others.
I think our pan is getting
I'm
hot.
not sure. I think there's a bit of water in it. So Sorry, yeah. I'm used to it, but don't get burned.
So what's chef
So
Dede?
Oh, chef Dede. So with steak or any protein, if you have to cook it, you do it the place that you plate.
Okay.
So if this is our plate inside, you put it inside first.
Okay.
So that the next you turn, that place is fine and all that, because you won't be turning it.
Okay.
You can't abuse the meat like that. So here will be my, I may cut it, but this will be my plating. Now oil is put.
Should we reduce the fire?
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
So once we turn it, then we'll add in our butter.
Okay. So then we
Add
add in
garlic,
just butter.
then butter, then we start basting. Then add in rosemary.
So yeah, our mashed potato and
It's
ribeye steak, it's almost getting ready.
Yes.
And I can't wait to have it. I really love the
tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
What about
really
the mashed
delicious.
potato?
I love wood, but I think this is my first time trying
The tomato.
mashed potato with the tomato sauce. Yes. And
When
it tastes so
everything
good.
comes together,
Hey. Oh, it looks so juicy.
yeah, that's the butter. Okay. So now that our meal, everything is ready, our sauce, our mashed potato, so it's full cream in it. And then steak is well rested. Now I think it's time to plate and then taste the meal.
Yes. All right, so you're cutting
So
the...
I'll cut into the steak. I need a little support. So we ended up getting a well done instead of medium because, you know, some of our people can't take medium. All right.
This looks so delicious.
Before I plate, you know, it's a tradition. I need to taste it. Okay, so first off, can you please get me the
Mashed potato.
yes?
It smells so good.
So you know, in fine dining, you don't need much on the plate.
Yes.
Because it's a 4-course meal, and before, you know, it starts with starters or appetizers.
Yeah.
Before you get to the main meal, your client or customer needs to have space for the main meal. So you serve in portions. So can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our
the
sauce. Then we'll top it with rosemary.
For garnishing.
Simple, done and dusted. We have a creamy mashed potato with medium, no, not medium, well done steak and our tomato sauce. So it's time for tasting. With my star girl here, I'll need. It's giving what it's supposed to give. I've tasted the steak already, so I think. And wait, you see the sauce. I think with a touch of the Gino tomato mix, it's giving that uniqueness in the taste. I think the flavor. I need everyone to, any cook, any chef, any household. If you are cooking, you need to try Gino tomato mix. It's given. Please go ahead.
I'm tasting it with it.
Hey, protein first. You can you chew everything? You can cut with this. Hey.
This is so good. I like the creaminess of the mashed potato and then the flavor and the tomato sauce.
What
So
about
delicious.
the steak?
My steak is perfectly done. It tastes so good. Everything tastes so good.
Myself, I can't have enough of it.
So thank you, Chef Dede, for joining and sharing with us this amazing, delicious dish. Your energy was everything, and we would like to have you back here on another episode.
My pleasure is all mine, and I would love to come back again with a different dish, different vibe, different taste. Hey!
And to our viewers, don't forget to try this at home. The full recipe will be on our website and social media. Check it out and tag us when you recreate this. This has been Foodie Friday right here on MX24. I'm Rookie, and I'll see you on our next episode with more food, more flavor, and more fantastic chef. Bye for now.